So, since the last time I talked to you guys, my baby dad stole my car. Where do I begin? Like, for so long, I just felt like there was something in my spirit just telling me, like, it's just something has been in my spirit. Just, have you ever just been just so uneasy, like, around someone? And the whole time, hold on a second, you guys, because my cat is getting on my nerves. She wants to go outside, and I don't want to hear her crying the whole time. And I'm going to get into the story, like, go, go. No, because you're not going to harass me the whole time I'm on live. So, okay. Maybe I need to, let me make sure the baby's okay. Yeah, he's okay. So, and let me grab water. And this is a little bit of a long situation, but I'm going to try to break it down as best as I can. All right. So, when I first met him, or whatever, it was what it was. You know how it is in the beginning, whatever. Well, later on in the relationship, when things start to get serious, I find out that he's on the run. You know what I'm saying? We move in together. No, we move in together. Then I find out he's on the run. He's like, oh, he wants to get his life together, all this other stuff. Anyways, fast forward, and he goes to jail. He gets out of jail. I let him use my car to, like, DoorDash and stuff like that. He didn't have a license, so he was using my information and his dad's information to DoorDash. But whatever. It's whatever. I'm going to work. I'm thinking he's doing the right thing. Whole time in my spirit, I'm just like, something just doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? I want this relationship to work, but it's like something is making my soul agitated. Whole pregnancy, I'm working. I'm taking care of him. I'm taking care of me. I'm buying everything for the baby. I'm like fronting, like, everything. I took care of him, everything. Everything. But when you love someone and you holding it down, that's kind of like just what you do in a relationship when you're holding it down, right? Wrong. You should only really do that for your husband. Maybe that's even questionable even there. So I have to, and like, I'd be like, oh, my feet are swollen or whatever. He had no sympathy. He just didn't care. It's really hard to talk about, actually. It really is hard to talk about because now that everything has hit the fan, it's like slowly but surely I'm starting to see things for just what they were and are, always have been. And so we would go back and forth. He'd do little things like just not supportive. Well, finally, fast forwarding last Saturday, I just had enough. Like, you're going to work every day from 9 o'clock at night, but you're not coming home until 2 in the afternoon, sometimes later. Mind y'all, in between all of this, I didn't help pay his bail bondsman, help him with $1,000 to. I don't even know if anything was ever what it was, because now I'm about to tell y'all why. So last Saturday, I just had a feeling in my soul like something wasn't right. And let me tell you something. You can only live a life for so long, too. Like, I was laying on the couch and he comes home, but something in my spirit was just like, don't open the door. And I don't know, like, I really wanted to open the door, but I was so fed up. just kept hearing him knock, and I never opened the door. Well, when I eventually opened the door, he was gone, and I was thinking like, oh, he'll come back, you know. But before that, I had sent him a text like, I'm just tired. I'll just figure this out through the courts, like as far as like you taking care of the child, and that's just what it is. He left. I went to open the door. He wasn't there. A couple days go by. I'm like, all the whole time I'm like, return my car. You need to return my car. Nothing. I call him from one number. He'd hang up. Then it got to the point where he just turned his phone to like forwarding all calls. And like, I think like that's what hurts the most is that we have a child together, and you just think this is just a regular relationship that you could just walk out on your family, steal my car, block my number, and just treat me like any female off the street when I did everything. When I did everything to be a better woman than I was in my last relationship. And but you know, I mean, all the signs were there. He told me multiple times, like, I'm not in love with you. And I'd be like, I tried to break up with him. He wouldn't go anywhere. He's like, I have nowhere to go, And it just, I knew he was using me because I tell him, like, you're just using me. Just leave, just leave. I would beg him to leave. But it's like, you chose to leave when we have a baby. You should have left long before that. Well, like, he's telling me, oh, he works at Frito Lay, and he works at the one in Rosenberg, Texas. So after almost a week goes by, I'm actually concerned about him, his mental welfare, everything. So I drive out there to, you know, try to talk to him and just like, look, I know things have been hard with you trying to work and paying all these court fees, and you're getting garnished and probation and all this. Just come home, and let's just work it out. Well, I go and I end up talking to HR at the Rosenberg because I'm like, hey, I haven't seen him in a week, so he's a missing person. Y'all, why does Frito Lay HR tell me that this man has never worked there? Never worked there. But every single day, I'm seeing him get dressed to go to work. Every day. So Frito Lay tells me we have no record of him ever working here. I'm like, are you sure? He's a forklift. He drives the forklift. Y'all, this man told me he's got to go to meetings, for his forklift license, just all this stuff. Y'all, they go get the safety, I guess, head of safety who, has something to do probably with the forklift drivers. She's like, I have no one named Michael. Oops, I didn't mean to say his name. I'm not going to say his last name. But I have no one named, whatever. So I'm like, what? Y'all, I'm like, are you sure? I'm asking the people, are you sure? I'm just, they're like, there's nobody. I'm like, what about at the other Frito Lay? And they were like, I mean, you can check, but, you know, we have no record of him ever working here. Yeah, this man telling me the reason why it takes him a long time to come home is because he's coming from Rosenberg to get home. I'm sorry, I'm just sick. Like, I'm sick even just sitting here, like, having to repeat it because I'm a fool. I'm stupid. And I really don't know who I was laying next to all this time. And I had a baby with a stranger. So I messaged him and I'm just like, hey, finally I messaged him from this other phone that I have or whatever. And I'm like, hey, like, this is crazy. You just come home. We need to talk. I'm not angry. I'm just hurt that you lied to me. We have our son. I'm talking about our child. He says to me, "Oh, I can't live under your roof. You want me to pay all your bills, and I can't do that with you harassing me all the time, or whatever, whatever." Mind you, he never says anything about our child. Like, he never even just says, like, he just makes it about him and I. Like, we have a whole child together. Does that, like, not register that you just up and left me with a newborn baby and I have postpartum? Like, does any of that matter? Like, does any of that, like, like, obviously, I know he doesn't care because, like, he's been lying to me for a year, talking about he's going to work, but it's just like this. So then, you know, I had somebody try to break into the house, and I don't know how they're trying to get in or anything, but somebody unlocked my lock 4 times while me and the baby are in the house. And, like, I had one of my friends text him, and he's like, "Oh, I'll check up on it," but he's like, "It's not me." He never checked up on us or nothing. Like, we could be in here dead, and he don't care. So his credit card bill comes. He it comes to the house. I'm in the house. I'm cleaning up the house just now today. Why does this say that this man was at a door lounge on 405? He been living his best life. He was at Rush Lane. I don't know if that's a bowling alley or what. Then he was at Capital Bar on 47. You telling me you going to freaking work? You out here clubbing. Sorry, Anita. I'm telling you, when I was in that Frito Lay parking lot, like, I just broke down crying. I mean, just got the baby with me and everything. And I don't want to hear nothing about you got to be strong for the baby. You got to this, you got to do that. I'm human, bro. I'm human. I appreciate everybody telling me all of that, but it don't take my pain away. It don't take the fact that that I had a baby with a stranger. I tried to call the cops to report my car stolen. You know what I'm saying? That's not much of a help. It's he got what he wanted. He wanted to hurt me and he wanted to use me. But let me tell you something. It'd be the last time he hurts me. It'd be the last time he gets a chance to use me. He won. He wins. You got exactly what you wanted. And I try to talk to his family about the situation. Whole time they knowing where he at. I'm already knowing they know where he at. You know, they talking about something. If it ain't about Prince, we don't want to hear it. Okay, well, how about this? Don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? If you want a relationship with your nephew or grandchild, go through your son and figure out whatever you want. You want pictures, you want videos. About only thing you could get from me is he's alive and well. You ain't getting nothing else from me. You ain't getting nothing else. Nothing. Nothing. And I'm not trying to be bitter, but why? So y'all can run and forward the pictures over to him? He's a deadbeat. Like I said from the jump, from the get-go. I call it like I see it. I know a deadbeat when I see one. And he's a deadbeat. And I knew this from the moment my baby came up out of me. And I told him, you're a deadbeat. You hear the baby crying, you putting in sleeping earbuds so you don't gotta hear the baby crying. The baby crying, you just letting the baby cry. You don't care. You out here feeding the baby with dirty baby bottles. You don't care. Like, be for real, bro. Let me tell you something. Whoever he with, good for them. Good for them. Because you're with a man that abandoned his family. That's not much to brag on. And let me tell you something. You can't ever wipe that off your slate. You don't get to become a better man from that. You walked away from your family. You walked away from, let's make it about the child. You walked away from your child, your newborn baby. After everything is well with what's been going on with the baby in and out the hospital and going through just different stuff, you left the baby. You left your child. And you know it's yours because we didn't have a DNA test. So there ain't no questioning about whether it's his or not. It's his child. Then you left me, somebody who been on your side, rooting for you, pushing you. You've been lying to me this whole time. You've been out here living your best effing life. And it hurts because everybody who tried to tell me, my own mom tried to tell me, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, no, mom, he working hard. He doing the best he can. I'm telling you, I'm going at it with my own mom about him. We not seeing eye to eye. Whole time, everybody right. He's a bum. He's a loser. He's a thief. He's a deadbeat. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no sugarcoating it. Still out there in my car, flexing. In my car that I worked hard for, that I paid for, that I stressed over about making payments. You and my stuff. And got the nerve to be out here trying to punish me and your child because life ain't going how you want it to. Out here just living his life. Living his life. Then my mom kept telling me, man, somebody been in your car. Somebody been in your car. Your seat them got moved. It's grease stains on the back of the thing. Got people all up in my car, giving people rides and who knows what else. While I'm out here struggling, trying to make sure we got everything we need. Trying to taking care of this baby. Your priority is going to a hookah lounge, to a club, probably hitting on girls or guys. Because at this point, I don't know what life he living. And really, I just want to say F his mama for having him, and F his sister for trying to defend him. Even though, because that's petty, but I don't care. This type of son you raise. But at the end of the day, we adults and we make our own choices. But wow, you are delusional and deranged. And it's like nothing I can do. All I can do is just sit here hurt. I can't even cry like I want to because you know what? I got a child. I gotta find the time to cry. I gotta find the energy to keep going, even with. I mean, I just had a baby, y'all. I'm trying to keep my head up as best as I can, and even anger is just like anger takes a lot out of me. So it's just like, wow, bro, you got me. You got me, man. You got me, like literally. And it's like, as soon as he couldn't, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I want to be bitter, but it's only gonna tear my soul up inside. But I tell you this much, I am gonna get rid of his stuff out of my house. As far as my cargo, I ain't gonna say you can have it, but you know what? There is a God. There is a God. But this credit card receipt right here, it don't lie. And I'm looking at it. Because if you at work and the only place you go is work, then why your credit card say you at a lounge? Hmm? Make it make sense. You can't pay no bills in the house because you using all your money going out having fun. $241. While me and his son sitting in here with the lights out. Because the lights have been turned off since I had a baby twice. But I found a way to get them back on. Yep. It says it right here. Hey, anytime you leave this house, every time he left this house, it was for him to go to work. And that's what he's telling me. I'm working. I'm at work. It says it right here. Let me show you something. Right here. Adore Lounge. What that say? Capital Bar. What that say? Rush Lane at Jack in the Box. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So, my next move, everything I do, I will have no sympathy. And best believe I'm gonna go up to that police station and I'm gonna let them know this man stole my car. He driving without a license. He on probation. Put him up under the jail. And I'm still gonna put you on child support. And the first time you late on child support, sweetie, I'm calling whoever, and you can go right back to jail. Because when I was working my whole pregnancy and my feet was swollen, I still got up and found a way to have lights in this house, electricity in this house, food in this house. I did that. And this the thanks I get. Spit in my face. Kick me when I need you the most. Ain't no getting over that type of pain. That's betrayal. You just betrayed me. And I'm still gonna try to be the best person I can. But I'm telling you, I ain't never gonna ever hold nobody down again like that. But me and my child, and that's it. That's it. Nobody else gonna get that side of me. I changed my whole life for me, but hell, I changed my life. I got in this relationship. I gave up my sugar daddies. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm in a relationship. I got to be the better woman. I stopped, dancing like that. And I was already working on being a better me, not just for him, but for me. But it's like, it was just an added push. You know what I'm saying? Being in this relationship with him. He ain't never want to see me look good. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see me down. Everybody keep telling me he jealous of you. He envious of you. He just tearing your stuff down. Just drive my Mercedes. He didn't care. He didn't upkeep it. He didn't care about none of it. Just driving it down. Same with my Honda. But yeah, y'all, like, credit card receipts don't lie. You could say I was lying about going to work here because of this or that. But you out at clubs and bars. Not even a couple weeks after we even had our baby, that credit card receipt say the 5th of March. Almost went crazy on me because I didn't want to give him my tax money. I mean, he came and just threw stuff off the table, almost hit my mom, everything. Talking about, I'm going to use that money for something good. Went out and bought a whole new grill. This man, I had to beg this man to spend, like, what he spent, $10 or $11 on his own child at Once Upon a Child. And just because I'm like, buy your child some clothes or something. Man ain't never bought no diapers for this baby. No milk, no formula, no wipes, no nothing. Everything, I did that. Me and my family. His sister, I told her we need diapers. She sent diapers 2 weeks later. 2 weeks. What my baby gonna do without no diapers for 2 weeks? Huh? But okay, maybe she was waiting on her paycheck. So I'm going to give her that, I'm going to give her that much. But for real, You can't even see your child no more, because let me tell you why. I don't trust you in the fact that you might not try to take this child and disappear, and I'll never see my child again. Just like who knows if I ever see my car again. My hard work, my investment. I took care of that car. I didn't put at least set car cost me about, it was 12, almost 13. Not to mention I had to have my catalytic converter taken. That's another 2-3 bands. The alternator, the new battery, the tires I put in there, the brakes. We coming up to 17,000 because it's more stuff that I didn't put in my car, in my Honda. So round that up to 20 bands. Yeah, round that up to 20. It took me a whole year to pay off the mechanic because I had so much wrong with my car. And you just take it and you treat me like a 304 off the street. So when I come at you in the future, I'm going to treat you just the same. And I'm going to tell the judge, don't let up. And all that love I had for you, I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to give it to our child. Because I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing for you. I better not ever see his sorry face. Ever. When you want to see your child, you go through the court. And we'll set up a custody arrangement. Because guess what, sweetie? You won't have the pleasure of seeing me again in life, ever again. You want to see your child? I'll drop him off through somebody mutual. It's going to be that deep. Because if I see him, it ain't going to be nothing nice. And it's going to take me a long time to heal. And even when I'm healed, I don't want to see your sorry face. I don't want to hear nothing. Mama don't want to hear nothing about your daddy. Did you have a good time? That's great. I don't want to hear nothing good. I don't want to hear nothing bad. All I want to know is, did you have a good time? Were you treated right? That's it. That's all. Other than, I don't want to hear about no joke you and this man and kiki. I don't want to hear it. And it's going to take everything in me to not talk about this man in front of our child. But I am going to let our child know when he's of age and he understands, yeah, your dad abandoned us. He was living a lie. And the receipt's right here. I was so tired. I was so weak, y'all, from just the back and forth arguments. I just chose to pick my battles. But I kept saying, like, God gonna reveal all in due time. Please believe that's what this is. When you call on the Lord, make sure you ready. Like, make sure you really ready for what you asking for. Because, man, no telling what else this man is hiding. Ain't no telling what else this man is hiding. Not to mention, like, I had made a fake Instagram and pretend like I was some girl. Whole time he flirting with the girl and everything. Not knowing it's me. So what he do? He blocked me. And I called him. I said, boy, that's me right there. Then he on the internet scamming people. Talking about it's not him whole time. It's him. And I'm like, dude, you just can't live your life right for nothing. And I done had a baby with a bum. A bum. And he stole my car because that's his only means of getting money. You take the car, you take his lifestyle. I hope that car break down. I pray, dear Heavenly Lord, please allow my Honda to break down wherever it is, right here, right now. Ridiculous. Like, you ain't even called to check on your child. Like, is your child breathing? Nothing. Gonna make a lame excuse like, oh, I need to make money to pay your bills. It's our bills, because don't we stay together? Which tell me, you've been living somewhere else. You take your toothbrush with you. You hardly ever shower here. And I called him out on that. You come here from 2 to 8 or 9. You dropping in. You going home to another woman. Or wherever. You going home to someone else. Because this ain't home. This never was home. You going from house to house. Papa definitely a Rolling Stone. And there ain't nothing funny about it. Because my child is in there. Ain't gonna have to. Child. I got child care expenses. Thank God for WIC. Even though it's a shortage on formula in Texas, so who knows how that goes. But it's like, F me, huh? Because I got 2 cars. So it's like, F me, huh? But it's mine. It's only a matter of time. And whether he come back crawling or come back standing, it ain't enough of justice in this world. I pray every situation when he did me dirty. I pray it come back. Not 7, not 10, 100 times over. I pray that in the Lord Jesus' name, amen. Every time. And I mean every single time he lied, he went and lived a lie. Every single time he got up and went to work. That's separate situations. I pray 100 times that you get the justice that you deserve. You can't tell me I'm not a good woman. You can't tell me I'm not a good person. You can't tell me none of that. Living a whole lie. Then I'm telling his mom, like, she ain't got no remorse. None. Oh, well, ain't nothing you can say. Your son wrong. He dead wrong. And he deserved to have the cops called on him. And I just keep finding more and more and more and more. More lies just coming to the head. Coming to the surface. But I tell you this much. The next time I see anything, I'm running. Any man, you give me any hesitation to have to think twice about you. Oh, I'm leaving dead right there in my tracks. I don't want to hear no. I've been through too much. But I'll make it through. The last dude I loved, I just up and married a woman. We in a whole relationship and you go get married on somebody. Now I have a baby with someone. It's me. It's me. My choice in men, Sorry. Just pathetic. So you know what? I'm going to need to really, really, really focus on myself. Even if a couple years go by, I need to just focus on me. I'm a mom now. I got a child. You know what I'm saying? I got a career. Let's just move forward in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the adulting thing. You know what I'm saying? So I have a family now, and my son is all I have. That's it. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. I'm about to go in and check on my son, make sure he good, breathing, alive. I'm gonna tell you something. Make sure you know who you laying with. For real, for real. Like, you might have to start doing background checks on these people. Make sure you know who you laying with. And when you see that red flag, don't keep giving chance after chance after chance. Because you may end up like me with a baby by a bum who then went out, stole your car, and left you with a newborn baby. And as far as his stuff goes, because just like the cops could tell me what they told me, well, baby, please believe me. It's yeah, believe that. Because we still on live, but believe that. Believe that much. What stuff? You did? Huh? Your child? Is that the stuff you're referring to that you left here? Your child? Trifling. Just trifling. He trifling. His mama trifling. His sister trifling. Because how could you defend a coward like that? And then you harboring a whole fugitive. You harboring a whole deadbeat. But y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all knew what type of man he was. He just lying, living a lie. And as much as it hurt me to say, I hope he continue to suffer. I hope he continue to suffer. Because it hurt me to have to say that. But that's, if I say I don't want to see him suffer, then I'm being a fool to my own emotions. He deserved to suffer. Even though we live in a world of enough of pain, I hate to have to say I want to bring more pain to anybody's life. But I hurt too. And my child had a bond with his father. And you just abandoned him as a newborn. Y'all did skin to skin. You don't like that don't mess with a person's head. You bonded with a whole baby. And because you can't continue to suck me dry, you want to punish me. And as a result of punishing me, you punishing our child. That's wild. But that's about all I got to say, y'all. I could have defended him to a certain point of maybe he was ashamed that he couldn't provide for his family, and I pushed him over edge. But at this point, ain't no way. Then let's not forget, I got a whole doggone STD right before I had a baby. Well, no, when I was pregnant. He gave me a whole STD. Let's not forget that. I know it was him now. You out here clubbing, partying, meeting females, having sex with females, passing around dirty, you know what? Giving it, coming home to your pregnant girlfriend and giving it to me. Right when I find out, boy, I tell you, flexing in my car, got girls in my car, dudes in my car, all that. So whatever he got to tell himself to feel good at night, it must be good. It gotta be. He got some type of mental. He gotta have some like. It's gotta be something mental wrong with him. Like it's gotta be something mentally wrong with these people who just abandon their children. And you just look in a person's face like, I'm going to work. See you later, babe. I love you. Oh, I'm so tired from working so hard. Oh, my back hurt. I'm rubbing his back every day before work. Work. Yeah, it's like, it's not settling with me. You dropping in, you a drop-in parent. And you're not even parenting when you come back here. You come back here and crash and then go back out and party all night. Wow. You got me good. You got me real good. But trust and believe this. In due time, I will definitely heal. And I would definitely have me a good man that treats me proper. But he gonna be my husband, and my child will have a father in his life in due time. But I say this much: ain't nobody coming around my child. I ain't rushing to be in a relationship to bring nobody around my child to parent my child. Nothing. I'll do it. Heck, I've been doing it on my own this whole time, paying the bills. For about 4,500 in bills without a job because I'm on maternity leave. Rent like 1,200 and something. Okay, got a Mercedes out there. You know that ain't cheap. Full coverage insurance. I got a phone bill, internet bill, uh, electric bill, and I got TXU. I don't got no cheap energy. So you know what? I got, thank God, I stocked up on diapers and wipes, and I'm gonna go back to work, and I'm gonna keep my head high. If they ask me, what, I ain't gonna get personal, but what, who, what baby daddy? You feel me? And I'm gonna make it work. I just found a daycare that's gonna take my child for the price, the right price, and I pray that they treat my child just like the prince he is. And I'm gonna continue to better myself. I don't smoke anymore, so I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna look for me that job that I deserve, and I'm gonna give myself the life and my child the life that we're owed. Anyways, like, comment, rate, subscribe, share with a friend for sure, and let them know, like, heed the warning. Let this be a testimony, not only to my, it's a testimony for me. I'm gonna look back at this video and just, even whether it's a guy or girl, make sure you know who you laying with, be careful who you have a baby with. Be careful the help you willing to offer people and the access that you give these people to your life. Whole time, they ops, they enemies, they envious, they hating on you. And yes, the person you in a relationship can be your enemy, can be your op. Because I just learned that. They covenant. what you have, because they don't know how to get up and just go get it themselves. Don't matter what I did, I worked hard for that. I put in my time to go get it at whatever expense. But I tell you what I didn't do. I didn't steal from nobody. I worked for it. No matter if I was dancing, clocking in at work, my regular job, hustling on the side, I did that. So I'm done. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm pretty sure it's time for me to feed my baby, change his diaper, hug, love on him, everything. I'm going back to work. And please believe locks changed. Even though I feel like the maintenance person been trying to break into my apartment. And not only that, I found some stuff in my car. Like, he was telling me don't go through these boxes. Y'all, why when I go through the boxes today, it's like stuff to break into cars. So I don't even know, like, I all this time I didn't look at it. Whole time he got stuff. You know how you lock your keys in the car? It's like this tool where it can like crack your window open. And you can go in with this thing and you can unlock people's car. I really hope that's a job and not him out here just stealing people stuff. I don't know. I don't know who I've been laying next to, y'all. But it's scary. I could have been laying next to a whole serial killer. And had a baby with a whole serial. Psycho. That's what that is. But thank you for letting me vent. As always, I do appreciate it. I can't tell y'all the next time I'm going to go live because I'm a mom. I'm a single mom at that. And it's just, I'm about to start back working. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to take me some time to really just heal and get right, like, mentally from this. This was never a home from him. But I'm going to make this a home for my child. And a home that my child never wants to leave. Ever. Be the best mom I can, best woman I can. And everything I did, it'll pay off. And I don't mean for him, I mean for me. It'll pay off for me because God sees every good deed. And no good deed goes unturned. And it's not like I'm looking for something from God. Like, I'm just saying that because it's true and that's what they always say. You know what I mean? So, with everything I did for that man, I did out of my heart. I didn't benefit from none of it. None of it did I benefit from. I just wanted to see him win. I wanted to see him happy. I wanted to see him successful. I wanted to see, I believed in him. Yeah. Watch who you believe in. Believe in yourself.